Hey, what's up everybody? Jay Shocklast here, and today we are going to take a look at this big guy right here. His name is Thanos, and this is by Marvel Select. I know this has been out for a little while, but I finally decided to break down and pick it up. I've looked at it a bunch of times, and I'm not necessarily the biggest Thanos fan, but it's a pretty cool piece, and I like him enough and I hate him enough to make sure that I have him. So, as the Marvel Select pieces usually do, Thanos comes with a prop piece, and in this case, the prop piece is Lady Death, Death, depicted as a human female, and right here depicted as Skull and Bones. So, it's really nothing special. It's just a hard plastic piece that doesn't pose, doesn't move. Does have a very, very, very ugly human face that you can put over it, but it looks kind of stupid when it's on there. So, obviously, not the main event, but since Thanos is the avatar of death, makes sense to have her in there. The main event, obviously, right here, Thanos. It's a fairly big piece, as it should be. I guess you would say it's about the size of the Hulk or Juggernaut or Thing, some of the other ones that they've done recently here. Big, ugly, mean face. Eyes are tucked in pretty far underneath the brim of his little helmet, so they don't really stand out. I know he doesn't really have the most standoutish eyes to begin with, but not thrilled about that part, but whatever. Almost doesn't look like he has eyes from certain angles. Also, head goes down, not really up, so most of the time it kind of looks like he's looking down from most angles. All the articulation is great. For the most part, about what you would expect, status quo, decent piece. Has a detachable left hand. Obviously, that's the one that came on it. I put on this one right here because it has what he's known for, the Infinity Gauntlet. This is probably the real disappointing part of the piece. I think it had a little bit more potential. I really hate... Not dislike, I hate the pose of this hand because, when you look at the posability of the figure, I kind of was hoping that, obviously that is, the inspiration for the hand mark, but if you look, his hand is a little bit more closed. I would have liked it if this hand was the fist hand, and the other one was the open hand, because really his arms aren't that. This is the pose that you can make, and what do you see, or what do you not see? You can't see that it's the Infinity Gauntlet. So maybe they didn't think that one through. I don't know. It's the Infinity Gauntlet, so I guess at the end of the day, who cares what pose it's in? But when you put, a lot of people buy the Marvel Select pieces for display purposes, and it's not really the best display piece. That's really the only way that you can tell that he has the Infinity Gauntlet. So Thanos has become a very big character, not literally, but in the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of attention on him, I should say, recently, because obviously, spoiler alert, you've had your chance. If you've seen the Avengers and you were smart enough to realize, hey, it's a Marvel movie, I might want to stay through the credits, you might have seen a little teaser for the Avengers 2, where they zoom in to this guy's ugly face. Alright, so the camera doesn't really pick it up fast enough, but it eventually zooms in. So yeah, it looks like Thanos is going to be the big bad guy in the next movie. I'm assuming that that is who Loki was talking to, just not all, dollied up in the movie. I don't know. I mean, I guess it looks like it could have been. Another big 6 comic run that they did not too long ago was this right here, the Thanos Imperative, and the real stars of the show were Nova and Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord. Obviously, you could see Silver Surfer, Medusa, Rocket Raccoon, and the other Guardians of the Galaxy were big central characters to it. I don't want to tell the whole story, but I do want to kind of tell how it ends. And again, I've got you on that spoiler alert, so this is your chance to divert. Highly, highly recommend. I'm a graphic novel guy. I didn't buy them, comic by comic. It really, really burned me up to watch them come out month by month, because I've become quite the Nova fan, and heartbreaking ending to this. Great, great artwork, just a really amazing story. So essentially, at the end of the last Annihilation comic, you have Drax the Destroyer, who did what he was made to do and killed Thanos, who wants to just stay dead. And he's kind of, hovering around in the, there's another picture of the Infinity Gauntlet. They're kind of telling the Thanos backstory. He's kind of hovering around the, space, and somehow brought back to life. And Drax is not pleased about it. Kind of have to work with him on a bunch of things, because there's the Cancerverse, another universe invading ours. So yeah, this is a pretty awkward scene. Thanos working with all the Guardians of the Galaxy. So long story short, they pretty much use him as their tool to close up the Cancerverse, and knowing that when he gets back to their rightful universe, that he was going to be the same Thanos he always was. Peter Quill and Nova kind of locked themselves into the Cancerverse, which was on a self-destruction path, and we are to assume that both Peter Quill, all three of them, Star-Lord, Nova, and Thanos are dead. So this is where, this is kind of that big scene. Towards the end, Thanos finds out he can't die. So, I'm not going to sit here and flip through everything, but it's a fairly sad story, for me anyway. There you go. As my dog busts in my room. So that is the outro. It sucks. I mean, a lot of people died here, it looks like. So, yep, that's Adam Warlock. This was, like I said, a really awesome, great story, and I can't recommend it enough. I know I kind of told you a little bit of it, but, definitely check this one out. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and recommend that if you're a Thanos fan, go ahead and pick up the Marvel Select piece of Thanos. This is, the back of the box. It's a back of a box, I guess. He recently, or Marvel Universe recently had a 2-pack come out, one of the comic packs with Thanos and Adam Warlock, and that's the comic that came with it. Repeat of the Infinity Gauntlet episode from it looks like September of whatever year this is. So Thanos is obviously a guy that they're pushing. I don't have the Thanos that came with that Adam Warlock handy. I took it. It's on my desk at work. So there's Thanos. I'm sorry, no, Adam Warlock. The Thanos pretty much is just a repaint of this one right here. So that's the original Marvel Universe version, and he has the Infinity Gauntlet on here. A little bit of a better pose. You can obviously move his arms around a little bit more, but still a little disappointed with that pose as well. Wish the hand was just a little bit more closed. Like I said, big fan of Nova, all that good stuff. So anyway, let's get back to a tour of the room. So back to Thanos. Like I said, Marvel Select, decent piece. I got it at Newbury Comics in Massachusetts. It was $22. So as display pieces go, this is a pretty decent buy. If I had to rate it on like a scale of 10, it's probably about a 6.5 or a 7. Not tough to mess this one up. So part of the reason why it's rated a little bit lower than realistically, it's a decent piece. My only complaint, Infinity Gauntlet, and a little bit of the way his eyes don't really protrude enough. You can't really see them enough from every angle. I guess if you're looking at him at eye level, it's not so bad, but it's a solid piece. If you're a fan of Thanos, you probably already have it, and I'm probably late, but I'm a fan. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you next time. And hopefully soon we'll have some Borderlands 2 figures, Claptrap and the Bandit. Those are the ones that I've been really on the hunt for, looking for. Starting to pop up online the last few weeks, but they're all pre-sale. And Amazon says May 30th, and that's obviously only a few days away. And I'm really hoping that next time I catch it is with Claptrap and the Bandit. For now, Jay Shockblast, and this is Thanos. Go see the Avengers. Go buy the Thanos Imperative. We will catch you next time.